Good day to all science students. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss about uniform motion and graphing motion. How are going to graph movement of certain object with the use of distance, displacement, and then the velocity. Learning competency, describe uniform velocity and represent it using distance time graph. For our objectives, determine whether an object is in uniform motion, interpret position, distance, displacement versus time and speed or velocity versus time graphs of uniform motion. Make a position, distance, displacement versus time graph of a uniform motion. An object has a uniform motion if it moves at a constant velocity. The only formula you need to solve a problem with uniform motion is v is equals to distance divided by time, or the speed is equals to distance divided by time. If there are only three physical quantities, you can use the triangle technique to solve for the different unknowns. By just covering the unknown quantity, you can get the formula using the triangle technique. Or ito yung pagdiderive po ng formula or formula derivation. Or just cover the V, or the formula for V is distance divided by time. And then the formula for distance is equals to velocity or speed times time. And then ang formula naman po sa time is distance divided by speed. So ayan, speed is equals to distance divided by time. Distance is equals to speed times time, and then time is equals to distance divided by the speed. However, the triangle technique is not applicable when dealing with more than three quantities. Instead, the derivation of the formula should be done. To derive the distance formula, you should multiply both sides of the equation by time. Whatever is done on one side of the equation should be done on the other side. This method can provide a deeper understanding and flexibility in solving problems even with more than three quantities. So, subukan po natin mag-derive ng formula. So, for example, speed is equals to distance divided by time. So, if you are going to derive the formula for distance, you have to multiply both sides by t. Kasi ang papalisin natin dito sa right side is the t. So, multiplying both sides by t, we can now cancel now the t kasi nasa baba po ang t, denominator siya dito sa distance divided by time. So numerator yung pinag-times natin both sides. So ayan, canceled. So the formula now is d is equals to v times t. Bakit na itawid yun? That is the reflexive property of equality. So motion experiments often employ tape charts to help us discern the nature of movement. These charts can reveal outcomes that align with the specific scenarios. For example, case 1, constant speed or velocity. Ganyan po ang distance using the tape chart. So, kung titingnan natin, yung distances ng dots are the same. So, meaning, nagagamit nga po yun sa pagsusolve ng kung gaano ba kabilis ang sasakyan, kung mabagal ba o mabilis, or hindi nagbabago ng speed. Halimbawa, may nagpapatak na oil dun sa sasakyan. Ayan, pwedeng gamitin yung ganitong chart or graph in order to determine the speed. Kung yung bang sasakyan ay nagpreno, o kaya ay bumilis, o kaya naman ay same speed, ganito ang kanyang distances kung same speed. So in this case, the car maintains a constant rightward velocity. During equal time intervals, the car covers the same displacement or distance, which indicates that if it moves at constant velocity. Okay, sa case number 2 naman po, uniformly increasing velocity. So, papabilis. So, kung mapapansin natin, lumalayo yung dots, yung distances. Kung yan ay patak ulit ng oil doon sa sasakyan, makita natin, mula sa mabagal, meaning accelerating or papabilis yung sasakyan. Kasi lumalayo na, for every seconds, papalayo na yung dots or yung patak. Here, the car moves to the right while its velocity steadily increases. Over equal time intervals, the car covers progressively larger displacements. This pattern indicates that the car's velocity is rising uniformly rightward. Okay, number 3, uniformly decreasing velocity. Ayan, kung mapapansin naman natin, mula doon sa malayong gap ng dots, papalapit. Meaning, dahil sa papalapit yung dots, bumagal yung takbo ng sasakyan. For an equal time interval, decreasing displacement was covered by the car. This indicates that the car is slowing down o pwedeng nag-brake. The final velocity is lower than the initial velocity. Or kung ano po natin sa acceleration yan, kapag decreasing speed, that is negative acceleration or tinatawag na deceleration. Yung papadagdag naman is positive acceleration. Hindi nagbabago ang speed po is zero acceleration. If a bicycle has a velocity of 4 meter per second, it means that it travels 4 meter every second. From its initial position, 0 meter at 0 second, it reaches the 8 meter position after 2 seconds and 12 meter position after 3 seconds. The bicycle covers equal distances within the same length of time. Thus, its velocity is uniform or constant. A constant velocity motion is described as uniform motion. Ayan, kung titignan po natin, time 0, position is 0 at rest. O time, after 1 second, umandar siya ng 4 meters. After 2 seconds, 8 meters. Meaning, every meters o every second, tumatakbo siya ng 4 meters ang kanyang tinatakbo. Meaning, that is 4 meter per second. Okay, motion can be represented through graphs. If the positions of the bicycle from its point of origin or table 8-1 are plotted against time, how does the graph look? Ayan. Kung i-graph natin itong table 8-1 na to, ano magiging graph niya? So, ayan. Ayan tinatawag na uniform motion. Every second, tumatakbo ng 4. O, ayan, 1 second, nasa 4. 2 seconds, nasa 8. So, constant velocity. So, understanding motion graphs becomes much clearer when you think about slope. Slope, represented by M, means how much you go up or down. The rise compared to how much you go left or right, or the run. O the quantities in the y and x axis represent the rise and run respectively. You can easily determine the velocity using the concept of slope. Pakita po natin. A line's slope can be positive, sloping upward. Kapag naman downward, that is negative. 0 kapag horizontal or constant, or undefined vertical. The steeper the line, the greater the slope. When the line is curved, the slope is not always the same because the steepness of the curve changes. Ayan. Ito po yung sinasabi natin kanina na represented by M, or the slope is equals to rise divided by run. Yung rise po niyan yung pag upward or downward. Yung run naman is yung may kinalaman sa horizontal. So, M is equals to change in Y, or the change in rise, and then the change in x. Pag sinabing change po, gagamitan niya ng, ibig sabihin is delta. Ibig sabihin may final, may initial. So, ayan. Kung i-ano natin, yung y sub 2 minus y sub 1, or the final minus the initial. And then divide by delta x, or katapat naman ng delta x. Kapag sinabi kasi pong delta is change, meaning may first, may last, or may final. So, that is final minus initial, or the x of 2 minus the x of 1. So, the nature of motion can be discerned by considering the concept of slope. Going back to the previous situation of the bicycle, the slope of the position time graph represents the velocity. So, the slope is equal to change in position, or the delta x, divided by change in time, or the delta y, is equal to, pag sinabi natin ulit na delta, that is change. Mayroong initial, mayroong final. Pag sinabing delta is initial, final minus initial. So, that is represented by y sub 2 as final, and then y sub 1 as initial, and x sub 2 as final, and x sub 1 as initial. So, from figure 8-2, the slope of the line from t is equals to 1 second, t sub 1, to 2 sub 2 is 2 second, is slope is equals to 8 meter minus 4 meter, divided by 2 second minus 1 second. So, kung i-ano po natin, 8 minus 4 meter, that is 4 meters, divided by 2 second minus 1 second, that is 1 second. So, therefore, the velocity is 4 meter per second. That is, na-compute natin using the slope in the graph. Using another pair of points from t sub 1 is equals to 2 second to t sub 2 is equals to 5 second. Meaning, the t sub 2 is the second, the time, the final time, and then t sub 1 is the initial time. So, slope is equals to 20 meters minus 8 meters. O sa final is yung 20, initial yung 8. Divide by 5 second minus 2 second is equals to, isosolve natin, 20 minus 8, that is 12 meters. Divide by 3 second is equals to 4 meter per second. So, for another pair of points, doon naman sa isa is t sub 1 is 3 second, to t sub 2 is 6 seconds. O kung titingnan natin, yung gap nung sa unang example is 3 second. Dito sa pangalawang point naman, ganun din ang gap is 3 seconds. So, meaning, every 3 seconds. Tapos, yung distance naman na na-cover is 24 minus 12. The result is also 12. So, meaning, constant yung ano niya, yung velocity. Kasi 12 divided by 3, that is 4 meter per second. Same with the first case, which is also 4 meter per second. So notice that the slope is constant for each pair of points, and this verifies that the velocity is constant. So ganun palang ano po, kapag permanente ang bilis at the same direction, that is constant velocity. Observe the graph in table 8-2. You can describe these graphs. Which of these graphs shows uniform motion? Stationary, increasing velocity, moving in negative direction. Isa-isahin po natin mamaya. We describe each graph by knowing the dependent and independent variables are plotted in the x and y axis, respectively. In a position time graph, the independent variable is the time, while the position or displacement is the dependent variable. So, ayan, tignan po natin dito sa 8-2 description of different position, time graphs with examples. So, itong isa, kung mapapansin natin, itong nasa pataas na, which is the x-axis, is position, and then itong nasa horizontal is the time. So the graph is horizontal line, which means there is no slope. So the position does not change. Thus the object remains at rest or stationary. So ibig sabihin po, gumagalaw yung oras. Kung papinsan natin dito sa graph, yung oras niya nag-aandar, meaning na nagko-consume ng oras, dito yung time. Pero yung position hindi nababago, meaning a car parked at the side or of a street. O kapag nag-stop ka pala sa isang lugar, ganito ang magiging graph mo, position time graph, kasi umaandar yung oras. Umandar ka sa hindi, umaandar ang oras, pero yung position mo hindi gumagalaw, meaning the object is at rest or hindi siya gumagalaw. So dito naman tayo sa number 2. Pansinin niyo, pataas yung kanyang slope. Straight po, gaya ng mga example kanina. So the graph is aligned sloping upward, which means the slope is a positive constant. Positive constant kasi nga papunta sa parehas positive yung pinuntahan nung sa position and time, kung kukunin natin yung sa quadrant. So therefore the position increases uniformly as the time increases. Umaandar yung oras, umaandar yung position at the same time, meaning that is the positive velocity remains the same for the entire duration of motion. Ang halimbawa po niyan, a car moving along a highway at a constant speed at 60 miles per second. Meaning, hindi siya bumabagal, hindi siya bumibilis. Ganyan ang graph. Ano po kapag position time? Ayan, curve. Naka-curve po siya. And positive din yan kasi pataas. So, the curve graph has an increasing slope. Thus, the position increases faster and the velocity increases uniformly with time. So, example po niyan, a runner speeding up on a track. So, papabilis. Hindi, yung straight lang na siya, straight kanina, constant. Ito naman, papabilis. O, ito naman, pansinin natin, pabaliktad. The graph is horizontal line in a negative y-axis, which means there is no slope. The negative position did not change. The object remains stationary. So, stationary din po siya. O, stationary signpost planted at the west end of the street. Ito naman next, pababa, is a line sloping downward in the negative direction, which means the slope is a negative constant. Constant din siya but negative. Therefore, the position increases uniformly in the negative direction. Yun, sa direction lang po nagkaiba. And the negative velocity remains the same for the entire duration of motion. Yung kanina, pagpataas na graph na straight, constant siya sa direction na pero pag pabaliktad na, that is the opposite direction. O, skydiver with a parachute descending steadily at a constant rate. So, ito naman, the curve graph has an increasing slope, kagaya kanina, and a negative direction. So, magkaibang direction naman. Thus, the position increases faster in the negative direction, and the negative velocity increases uniformly with time. Ito naman, the graph that curves downward, ito nasa last. The graph that curves downward has a decreasing slope, indicating a decrease in velocity. Ganito naman pala po ang case kapag papabagal na or decreasing in velocity. For example, a ball thrown vertically upward. Siyempre, due to gravity, papabagal po talaga. Kapag nagbato ka, pataas, babagal po yun, and then momentarily titigil yun doon sa taas kapag naabot niya yung maximum. Consider the displacement time graph below. Determine the velocity of the object thrown vertically upward gradually losing speed as it ascends. Tingnan natin, ito yung constant. So let us have a sample complete. Ipakita natin bakit siya constant. At different points, kapag sinolba natin yung displacement divided by time, kung pare-pares ang sagot, that is constant. Tingnan natin. At yung sa given data points, x sub 1 is 0 second, y sub 1 is 0 meter, and then ito yung initial. Nandito yan, nasa initial position, 0, 0. And then x, yung pangalawang point, ito, x sub 2 and then y sub 2, ang katapat is 40 meters and then 4 seconds. So, kung i-compute natin, that is 40 minus 1 and then 4 seconds minus 1 yung change in time and then change in displacement. The result is 10 meter per second. So, kung i-compute pa natin yan, maghanap pa tayo kahit aling point dyan, same ang result po nyan. Magiging 10 meter per second. Halimbawa, nasa 50. Ang katapat nyan, dun sa 5. 50 minus 40, that is 10. And then, ang katapat is 5 minus 4, that is 1. So, the same, 10 meter per second. Since the graph is a straight line sloping upward, the object moves at a constant velocity of 10 meter per second or in uniform motion. So, mini test, a motorcycle running along a straight path is at the 20 meter position from its point after 2 seconds. If it runs at a constant velocity, at what time will it reach the 40 meters? Letter B, 60 meters, 80 meters, and then 100 meter position. Tingnan natin. Kunin na muna natin yung kanyang, so bago natin masolve yung time, kunin na muna natin yung velocity. Ano ba yung velocity niya? So, ang given is 20 meters, ang distance divided by time is 2. That is 10 meter per second. So, magagamit natin itong velocity, itong formula, kapag kukunin na natin yung time. So, the formula for time is equals to distance divided by velocity. So, ang una is letter A is 40 meters. So, ang velocity na kinompute natin, lagi natin gagamitin yan is 10 meter per second. So, 40 divided by 10, cancelled out natin yung meter, ang matitry second, that is 4 seconds. Sa letter B, ganun din. 60 divided by 10, that is 6. So, meaning, papaangat. Ano po siya? 6 seconds. So, ang interval, ganun din. Sunod yan, 8. And then, 10. Ayan, sa ano is 8 seconds. Kung kukunin naman natin yung 100 meter position, that is 10. Kasi 100 divided by 10, that is 10. So, papaangat. So, kung i-graph natin yan, ito po yung kanyang magiging graph. So, straight. Meaning, the motion is in constant motion or in constant velocity.